Good Tuesday morning, bright and early, and heading to my primary care physician to check out my sore footsies. My knee still is giving me a little bit of pain, so my first run this week will actually be a power walk, and I'm going to try to behave and not do any running intervals so that I can actually do some running on Thursday. So good news and bad news from my appointment this morning. The good news, I will not need surgery. Apparently, bunion surgery is not a simple, easy surgery. It's very intrusive, if that's even the right term. And I would have been out of running for at least 6 months, and I don't want to do that. And she even said that my bunions are really not that bad. Of course, we always think whatever we have is the worst, especially if you Google it. Don't do that. And she thought that maybe just some simple life changes would ease my pain. So what's the bad news? Well, the bad news is I have bunions, and I'm going to have to learn to deal with them so that I can stay active and running for as long as possible. She already likes the running shoes that I wear. I wear the wide Hoka Rahis. You saw those in my last video. She did scold me though for not replacing them sooner. It really does make a difference. So I have got to practice what I preach. She also approved of the Hoka recovery slides that I wore to the appointment. They're like a flip-flop, but not so much. They have a lot of, they're very firm, unlike Skechers, which she is not a fan of. These Hoka sliders do not have a lot of give. They're very firm, is the only thing I can think of. They don't let your foot bend. And she said that's a good indication of how to find out what a good shoe is, one that does not bend easily. That's what us bunion buddies have got to be wearing. I bought my Hoka sliders. I didn't buy them online. I don't even know if they have them online. I bought them when I was running a vendor booth at our annual Bloomsday race back in May. I love them, highly recommend them. She also told me about an arthritis gel called Voltaren, I think is how you pronounce it. They have a generic version of it, but of course they were sold out, of course. So this is what it looks like. And it doesn't smell, unlike Bengay or Icy Hot or all of those that have a very distinct odor to them. This is very pleasant. It's very mild, and the gel itself, if I can get it out, it's kind of a white liquidy gel, kind of like that. And I've used it a couple of times. It rubs in fairly well so that it's not too, gooey. And you can use this, I guess, it said 3 to 4 times a day. It takes about 7 days to actually start working. I have already felt some relief from this. I'm using arthritis medicine. I'm using arthritis medicine. She also mentioned the obvious. Make sure to stretch after you run, especially with my knee pain that I've been having. And ice, rest. We all know this as runners, right? I also discovered from a member of the club that I work at, Kathy, you know who you are, and thank you for telling me about this. She said they make a sock for runners that have bunions. So guess who actually walked to Fleet Feet and picked some up? Bunion relief socks. Apparently I'm not the only dude out there running with bunions. These feel like the compression socks that I wear running anyway, but they look kind of odd. They are marked right and left. So right and left. So you put it on, your big toe goes in this one, and all the rest of your toes go here. And there is a space in between so that it separates your bunion toe from the rest of them, so there's not that friction when you're running. It also has a little padding here so that your little bunion isn't rubbing up against your shoe. When I tried it on, I could also feel there was some compression right here, and you can kind of see, and that's really nice. I also suffer from plantar fasciitis, I think is how you say it. And so it's a very comfortable sock. I ran in them, and it really, it takes, I'm going to be honest, it takes a bit of getting used to having your feet smushed together over here and this one separated, but I'll keep you posted to see if they work, if they provide me any bunion relief. As always, I am pushing myself to do 4 miles for these midweek runs. And why did I think it was a good idea to wear a long sleeve shirt when it's 90 degrees? What? I am ending my training week just like I began, walking. I feel my knees getting better. So in an effort to have the least amount of pounding and stress on my joints, I decided this week is a walk week. Yesterday, however, I did do a bike ride. I did a 45-minute stationary ride, and I did 12 and a half miles. I'm really happy with that. I'm very proud of myself. Today's Friday. Normally I would do my final run on Saturday, but since the South Perry Street Fair is tomorrow, I'm out today. Well, there we go. That ends my training week. 3 miles, 45 minutes. Now I need to head in and pack up all my aprons and all of my stuff that goes with it. Get in the car, go to bed early. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Wish me luck. Well, I got here at a little bit before 7 to set up. We are about an hour before it starts. It starts at 10 and it goes until 8 o'clock. I am already pooped. But wish me luck. Temperature went down from 95 to 92, so much better. And now the crowds are crazy town. All done. I'm not going to say this was a tremendous success because I did not make as much as I had hoped. However, I did make enough to pay for my hotel for Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. Yay!